Hey everyone, welcome to this week's Beersplaining.
Hi folks.
This is Beersplaining number, I think 31, but I could be wrong. Who knows? I'm Hoppy Hippo, and this is
Beer Snob
Esquire.
Esquire.
Follow us on the Instas.
Yeah.
I heard that. Today we're doing the second half of our IPA mystery pack that we picked up from City Beer Store. As I may have mentioned last week, for those of you who are tuning in back to back, I ordered a 12-pack of mystery IPAs from City Beer Store in San Francisco. I asked for 6 hazy and 6 non-hazy, which I'm pretty sure they actually gave me, because last week we didn't quite pick them right. We ended up with 5 clear and 1 hazy, and this week looks like we might have got the reverse.
Yep. That's what it looks like.
So thanks City Beer Store for
They did a good job.
Exactly what I asked for.
Yeah.
All right, we're trying to tighten the ship up today, so we're not going to rattle too much. Why don't you tell us about IPAs real quick, Shane, and what we want from the hazy version, because that's what we're looking at today.
Just a rehash of the IPAs. We should get lots of hops, lots of bitterness, big aromas. For the hazies, they tend to be on the more tropical side, so you should get a lot more fruity, juiciness, less earthy, piney tones, which is your West Coast IPA. Pretty much it.
There you have it. Piney, West Coast, juicy, Northeast, New England.
New England, yeah, juicy with the haze, though. You gotta have the cloud, really. It's not the same without the cloud.
Fair enough. So we're not going to waste a ton of time today. We could do a small trip report. We'll do a small trip report throughout on our travails yesterday. We did stop at a few spots. We'll just talk about them and what they're doing during COVID, just to sort of give you some ideas. They're all in the opened-ish area. We're just going to jump right in, though, I think, today.
I agree.
Plus, there was no news this week anyway, so whatever.
No, nothing happened this week.
We're jumping in. First thing we do is appearance every week.
So we're gonna take 3 a little bit differently. I will say that at least, and I'm gonna do this 3 as a regular IPA is a little on the yellow
it's
side.
a little pale, right?
Yeah, for me it is. So I'm gonna give it
it's
a
like
7. You know,
I
I like it to be a little bit more.
I was talking about these juicy ones, though.
These juicy ones all look fairly similar. Like
I think 2 is the best looking.
5 might be a little darker.
I like 2. That could be a lighting thing.
2 and 5 or both look about the same to me.
Yeah, that's about right, I think. None of them are super milky, like Fieldwork style milky.
No. Yeah, they're so I'm gonna go 8s across the board.
I think that's fine.
They're good. They're not great.
I kind of like 2 better. I'm gonna give 2 a bump up to a 9 here, so I just like the way 2 looks a little bit better. Come on, pin.
Bam.
Eights. Awesome. Next up, we're just gonna do smell. So remember, if you have any
Smell.
questions when you're watching, just point them, just ask them, and we'll be happy to answer.
Try one out.
All right, we're just gonna smell it. Ooh, that's great. It's really good. It's
Yes.
It smells like juice.
It smells like juice, which is what I think I want out of a New England IPA.
It's really, really
I give
nice.
that bad boy a 9.
That's actually a pretty close to a 10, I think, on juice.
Right there.
It's very, very good. I'm gonna give it a 10. I just think it's exactly what I want out of the smell. And if I can smell it and really like it, you know it's got to be a
really
smell,
there.
'cause my nose sucks.
It is.
This one's lighter. It's way lighter. It's more like a a 7.
Yeah. Maybe we should get something different out of this one. And you do. You should smell that it's lighter hops right away. But it's actually a half decent West Coast style smell, but not big aromas.
I'm
gonna go with an 8 because it does smell like a West Coast to me. Number 4.
4's back to 2. 4's got good fragrance again.
I'm getting a little more like floweriness out of this one than juiciness, which is okay.
That's fine. It's a text. I'm so tired of getting advertising texts. How many times do I have to say stop? Like, seriously, do I need texts about weed like once or twice a week? Like, how much weed do I think people buy? Don't answer that.
I don't get any weed texts, so. I also didn't get political texts, which was nice.
You know, the political texts were the worst. Hi, I'm such and such a supporter. Can we count on your support? Shut the fuck up. I'm telling you. Well, this is good.
I like that one too. You give that one an 8.
It's kind of like a grapefruit or cantaloupe-ish.
Cantaloupe is, I think, a good place.
Yeah, 9, I think, on that one. I know, we're tearing through smell today.
Well, they're all fairly similar. 8 again here.
I actually think this one is less long. I'm going back down to 7 here. So I got a pretty varied set of scores here so far. So personally, so Why don't we try the first beer and then we'll talk about our first
Okay.
first leg of our journey yesterday. Because our journey yesterday has roughly 5 legs, right?
It does.
So we'll just
5, 4, 5
drink a
legs.
beer and then do a quick thing on it and we'll just start right there. So let's
I think
start
we
it.
should
You
do
start
number
with
3
West
first.
Coast?
Yeah, we should
Okay.
do number 3 first, the West Coast.
So we're hoping for something maybe piney. I would not call that piney.
No, it's a
Which is fine. They're not always piney. It may just not be a West Coast. It may just be like a
no,
traditional.
it's probably some Citra or Simcoe hops because it's a little more fruity, not quite grapefruity, but I would say some sort of citrus fruit.
I mean, I'm a huge fan. I think it's pretty crushable. Like, I could drink it, you know, and I wouldn't have a problem drinking a pint of this or if I had cans, but I would drink it.
I call it a good IPA.
But yeah, I wouldn't
Nothing
go out of my way to
right.
get
Nothing
it.
we're
Right?
going to drive an hour and a half to pick up.
It's probably like a 23.
I'm gonna go 24. And aftertaste 16. Drinkability because of the color being a little. Oops, I did the wrong one.
Oh, I did the wrong one
24.
too.
16.
Oops.
I'm gonna go 23 on drinkability just because the color is not what I wanted it to be. So
Yeah,
let's see,
I
that's gonna be
I'm
40,
gonna get 23 also. I'm just gonna
55,
score
78.
43, 53.
78.
76 for me. I mean, that's not a bad score. It's pretty average.
Any minute now we're gonna go. Whoa.
Oh, no, you already did that.
Oh, no, I mean on the screen.
Oh.
It's okay.
I'm looking for it. Should be fun.
Just don't let. We are way off center now.
No, it's fixing.
Oh, it's fixing.
Yeah,
Do you guys like our background today? We're in Castle Land.
I like it.
One day I will not own a castle. They look like they're a lot of upkeep.
Yeah, if you're
Also-
gonna have castles, you gotta have people.
You really need
gotta have
serfs.
people.
You gotta have
serfs,
serfs.
peons, you know. You
Someone
do.
besides me.
People you pay exclusively with room and board,
Yes. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
and maybe some chitlins. Chits.
Sure.
Not chitlins a food. I want chits. I think.
Chits is like tags. Chitlins is a food. I get what
No,
you're
no,
saying.
like chits like it's
Like tokens.
pennies. Yeah,
Yeah.
like tokens. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You said like tags, and I was like,
I mean,
like
like
tags.
Anyway, so
We're so good at streamlining.
first leg of our trip yesterday, we decided to bike over the Bay Bridge. So we started in Berkeley, making it to the Bay Bridge
Very hazy.
and up to the top to Yerba Buena / Treasure Island.
Monkish.
Looks good.
Oh, my God. See, this is what
we're
We
thinking
want
about when
more
you're talking about like
hazes,
hazy,
yeah.
like fieldwork style, like just straight up crazy hazy. I think some of these in a bigger pour, number 6 in a bigger pour might look like this actually.
Ooh, that's good. I like that. But monkish.
Today's
we like
guest beer,
monkish.
monkish,
This is always good.
in LA. All right, go on.
Pro tip to all you people riding your bike, you should check your bike and especially your brakes before you go. Make sure they're properly set. For example, if you're going to bike up a Bay Bridge, you maybe don't want the front brake partially on the entire trip up the bridge. It makes the work a little harder. Unless, of course, that's what you're looking for, and, you know, then that's what you do.
That
So-
wears down your
It was
brakes.
definitely your front brake. That's why you're like so far behind us the whole.
No. I was going to be far behind anyway, but just a pro tip. Just a pro tip that, you know, I felt like it was uphill even on the flat. And I'm like, I don't
Or
get
a
this.
non-pro tip.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
No, that's pro
Not-
tip. Pro tip.
unpro
Check your
tip.
brakes.
It was a good ride though. I think from Berkeley basically to the Treasure Island was a nice ride.
I agree. I thought it was a nice ride. The hill wasn't terrible. I didn't have to stop and walk, for example.
The Bay Bridge Hill was good.
I thought it was good. Yeah, and it was a little crowded, but pleasant, not too cold. If you haven't done it, biked or run the Bay Bridge, you should.
It's really
It's
nice.
a really pretty view. The end right there at Yerba Buena Island. You got a great little area.
Lookout.
You can see Hoppy Hippo's pictures of the lookout right over the bridge in the new span. I think it looks great. So,
Yeah, it's really nice. So that's leg one. Leg one.
It was
Berkeley
leg one.
to Yerba Buena Island,
which was fun.
which was roughly. I want to say it was 10 miles.
10
right?
miles or so. Yeah, I think you're right. That's about right.
All right, on to beer number
Beer
one.
number one. Oh wait, I'm gonna drink some water first.
I guess I could drink some water too. We're professionals, or at least we'll drink way too much beer. It's like being
There's
professional.
that too.
Isn't that what makes you a professional?
So now this one I'm very, very hopeful for.
For sure,
I
being
love
paid
the
makes you
aroma.
a professional. Yeah, the smell in this one's great, man. Hopefully it's good. It's not as good as it smells.
Nope. It's good. It's here's where I'm gonna kill it, and not maybe kill it.
Is it the
but-
aftertaste?
Yes. There is so little aftertaste. It starts off good. Like I took 3 good pulls on it, and got no aftertaste at all.
It's like a little light, almost
It is.
seltzery.
So the bittering hops, the finishing hops are not what I would want it to be. It's not that it's bad.
Why'd you go out of order?
It's just bland. We didn't. Denise put them in proper.
Yeah, proper order is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But number 3 was a regular IPA.
I was like,
Oh, you're like, why is number 3 empty?
Number
Sorry,
3 was a
it
regular.
was the non-hazy. Non-hazy. Sorry, non-hazy. I think it's good. I don't think it's great.
No, it's good. It's fine. Actually, I love the aroma. I'm not sure why you're making an amber
because
face.
it doesn't have that much of aroma.
It did when there was more of it in the
We
thing.
had a lot.
I got a lot out of it. I'm gonna actually not do great on this on taste. I'm just not.
The taste I think is good. I'm going to give it a 23. It's good. It's not great.
I think it's probably okay.
Aftertaste though, I'm going to kill it. It's going to get a 12.
I'm not going that bad.
And then total drinkability. It's actually a very drinkable beer. So go 24. Give it an extra point on the
I
drinkability.
think that's reasonable.
So that's
18, 30, 15, 18, 21, 41, 47, 57, 61, 81 for me. I thought it was gonna be higher.
17, 40.
I don't even. We don't actually know what breweries these are, by the way. The only thing I'm pretty sure is there's 2 of these are from the same brewer, if I recall correctly. But I actually don't recall any of the brewers.
You don't remember which ones?
I don't. I specifically tried not to look.
So are we
up
going to save some of number 1 or
reviews.
did you finish it?
Oh yeah, we should save a little.
Just,
so we
you
go
know,
back.
comparison.
Reference points.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about Lake 2.
Lake 2. When we got to Yerba Buena, we went to
Merci.
Mercy, yeah. Mercy, I'm not sure how to say it.
Well, it's for like mermaid, merman,
So
merman,
Mercy, but also Mercy.
MER-SEA. It's this small restaurant / cafe right there on Treasure Island. It's all made out of shipping containers. It's got a big outdoor courtyard, so there's plenty of outdoor seating. Menu was pretty standard. I got some crispy tacos. You got a burger. The pizza looked great.
The pizza looked amazing. We should have gotten a pizza. The fries were good.
Fries were pretty good.
Yeah,
beer
you got the
selection was
truffle fries.
fine. It had like Lagunitas IPA, which is
Yeah, they have decent beer selection.
Totally reasonable beer.
It looked like more of a cocktail place. They had lots
a
of
lot of cocktails.
cocktail
I
offerings,
do
but it
like
was. I thought it was a good setup. 4 different. I think they had the 4 shipping containers. One with an indoor area that looked really
It
nice,
did look really nice.
which was not open, and then an L-shaped section, which was the cooking area and ordering area, and then I guess you got a huge outdoor area with a couple of bocce ball courts, really nice views of the bay.
We were happy with it. I think.
Yeah.
The ride down there was kind of crazy because there's this sick hill you got to go down. Like
Yeah.
on Yerba Buena, and you got to go up a hill and then go down this sick hill.
Yeah,
to get there.
that's
It's
where
really
I found
sketchy.
out.
No bike lane. It was really sketchy.
Ooh, yeah, it was scary. Quite
Felt
frankly.
sketchy.
Yeah,
It really did.
I was at some point. I'm like, yeah, I'm probably gonna hit the end of this. And my brakes will be worn out, and right at the very end, you got this hard right-hand turn, or you go in the water. And I'm like, I'm just gonna end up in the water. That's what's gonna happen here. I'm going in the water because my brakes aren't gonna work.
If I had to go over the rocks, like you're probably okay. Yeah, I was a little worried. I was a little sketchy. So
But it was
that was
beautiful.
spaced. That was
But it was
spaced.
beautiful.
But yeah, Mercy was nice. It's worth the stop if you happen to randomly be on Treasure Island.
Yes.
So
Plus, you can check out some of the construction that's going on there. It's like crazy.
they're putting up all kinds of shit there. Yeah,
All
it's crazy.
kinds of.
All right, let's
housing
move on to beer
and
2.
stuff. Beer number 2. I'm not a big fan.
No,
of
that's
hops.
your mom's fault. She knocked the thing and then had to fix it.
Not a big fan of the hops. It's
Yeah, it's okay. I think is it better than the first one? I think it might actually be better in taste than the first one.
I like the first one better because whatever those finishing hops are, I don't know.
I actually like this one. I like it better. I'm gonna go 24. Actually, like I'm gonna bump it up like basically 1 in every spot on it.
I'm gonna go. It is a.
I just think it's a better beer than the other one.
I'm gonna go same taste, but 11 on the aftertaste, and also 23 on drinkability. So it's gonna be 1, 2. So it'll be 70.
What does it
Oh, no,
taste like?
70.
It's kind of tangy.
It is. It's tangy.
It's like it's more citrusy than like some of the other ones. A lot of times your juicier IPAs, you'll get taste of stuff like stone fruits. This one does not have a stone fruit
No,
taste.
and
It's
I'm not
very,
really
very much a
sure-
citrusy taste to me.
Yeah, but there's something else there. Maybe a mango or something. But it's. I don't know. The bittering finish is not.
I think it's pretty good. I mean, not my favorite beer I've had in a while.
No.
I mean, so far, but it was pretty good.
No,
I don't know.
it's all right.
It's all right. Let's see. Let's move on to the next phase. The next phase of our ride yesterday. I guess I'll take this one. So
Yep.
Mercy, back over the Bay Bridge.
Back over the Bay
till
Bridge.
We got to Novel Brew.
Yes.
So the ride from Treasure Island up back to the Bay Bridge Bay Bridge lookout and then over the Bay Bridge was pretty good. The uphill that was the reverse of the hill we were just talking about. It was
Brutal.
I don't even know how people bike that. I went to walk it. Shane walked it.
I totally walked it.
Brett
Even
actually
Brett.
biked most of it.
Most of it. He'd walk a little bit, but yeah,
that was rough.
It was that part was, and it's not like it's very long. It was just really, really steep because I'll bet it's like a half a mile. Most.
Yeah, it's not very long. It was
But it was just super, super steep. And then going down the Bay Bridge, I was a little more worried than that it would be.
I felt like it never got too fast though.
No, I never. I kept checking my speed, and the highest I ever got to was 20, which is, not really all that fast, 20 miles an hour. So it was. I thought it was good. It was nice. And again, it was certainly a lot less work. Which
I would do the Bay Bridge right again.
I would totally do it
really
again. Totally.
All right, we're not going to talk about novel. We'll talk about that next time.
Yeah, sounds
All
good.
right,
We'll talk about novel
to
next.
4. Dog was poorly going to try to eat Kelly burger.
Well, she couldn't find it, so she kept coming up here and smelling it
okay.
there.
What's going on here?
So this is
It's stone fruit, right? It's like all stone fruit.
I'm getting some apricot
That's what
maybe.
you smell.
Getting some apricot.
I don't really eat apricots a lot, so I can't say there's apricot in it. I just never eat apricots.
Definitely.
I'm just gonna
It's
tell you
almost
guys.
it's almost tiny bit sour.
And it's what I'm thinking is this is taking me a minute to get used to, but as I'm drinking it, I'm enjoying it more.
Yeah.
So this is different. This is not a beer like this beer is not like other IPAs or hazies I've had.
It starts off almost soda-ish. It's got a little tang and sweetness on the front, and then it does. It's got this nice dried apricot finish to it, which is a little bit of sweetness. And
Yeah, I can see that. That's what you're saying. It's a fine beer.
My first sip of this would have been, and then as I'm drinking more, I'm like, oh yeah, no. So I'm really liking this.
Yeah, this
and
is
I'm
super
wondering,
cool.
so this is giving me a Moxa vibe, just to say that. It's got something like they would do because of their balance of flavors. I don't know if we got a Moxa, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting off this beer.
Yes, it's really nice.
I like it.
I'm gonna go 27, 18, 28. I just think it's really, really nice.
We'll go 27, 18, 27.
8, 16, 23,
Because the initial drinkability of it, as it's growing, you still have to deal with it.
89. This is a great score. This is a great score. 89 is a good score.
Yes, it is. 2, 4, 7.
Yeah, it's different. The flavor's
I
just,
gave it an 88.
the flavor's just different on this. Like, it's not even remotely like the other ones we've had.
No.
It's a whole different sort of fruit, sort of finish. I don't know.
But I'm
what
liking
it's
it.
called, but
I'm liking this one.
it'll be an interesting hop profile, I think.
I agree.
We're gonna get it. It's gonna be like single hop Simcoe. We're gonna be like, what?
No way. Nope.
Oh, we're supposed to talk the next thing. Novel brewing. Tell us about novel.
No, you do the breweries.
All right, so novel brewing. We stopped at next. We rode the bikes there. Turns out they still don't have outdoor seating right now. They're still
Which is
kind of working
unfortunate.
on it, which sucks. So we got a couple beers to go, and we biked over to Aquatic Park.
Aquatic Park in Berkeley. Yep.
Which is just what it sounds like. It's a park next to a big bottle of water, a big body of water.
It was bigger than a bottle.
There's a disc golf course there.
Yes.
Those of you who like the frolfing.
This, I never played the disc golf, but we did see dude there with literally the golf bag of discs in it with 20 plus discs as he was in different colors and stuff. So it did look fun. It was a nice little park.
Disc golf's fun.
It was, I thought had a pretty view again.
It did have a nice view.
Poppy Hippo took a pretty decent picture there of the beer looking at the water. Saw some guys rowing by and they're sculling, things. I thought it was a really good place to sit on a bench and have a beer.
Yeah, we
frankly.
just chilled out, had a beer out there, and then we did get to go through a remarkably long homeless encampment on the way there.
On the way there. At the park, it was nice. There was
Yeah.
no real issues at the park.
Right.
But yes, there was a...
Yeah, en route, though, wasn't great.
Yeah.
I mean,
there was-
they left you alone, but still.
They did.
You know.
But it even had signs like advertising the name of their place and stuff. I don't know if you saw
I
that.
did see a couple.
Yeah, so...
One of them said, like, climate activist.
Yes. Yeah, so it was... and they had a giant door, like a door to go to a bedroom with the name of the place on it. I can't remember what the name of it
There
was.
was people's solar panels and stuff. It was quite the
Yes.
encampment, actually.
It was
but,
quite the
yeah,
encampment.
the park was nice, though. We chilled. We had a beer. It was good stuff.
It was... I thought it was hella chill. I thought it was cool. So I would definitely sit there and have a beer again. So
All right, moving on to beer number 5.
Five.
I watered because the other ones stood interesting in flavor.
I did water.
Okay. This is a little more standard, but the aftertaste is really nice, though. It's almost like, I want to say bubblegum-ish.
But you know what? It's for me, and this is just for this beer. It's suffering from following that last beer because I am super hyped about this beer, and this beer is just it's good. It's fine.
The aftertaste is really good on this. It's almost, I think it tastes a little bit like bubble gum,
Bubblegum. Hold on.
which could be a little crazy.
No.
No, because I got one. I had a little bit of a frosting vibe to it.
Yeah, I think it's good.
I mean, you're supposed to be getting a lot of sweetnesses out of these.
It almost cleans my nostrils like a little bit of a mentholish sort of experience at the very end. Try the very end, like the very end of
You
it.
keep having me try it right after I tried mine. Mine's
Try some
strong.
more.
So I'm gonna go. I'm not a big fan.
I think it's my second favorite beer so far.
I don't like the smell.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, no, it's. I'm rating it. I'm still thinking.
We're disagreeing on this beer. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
What is that smell?
I don't know. I just think it's good.
Yeah, I'm rating this about the same as number one. Although the aftertaste is better.
It's not as good as the last beer for sure. I think it's better than the previous ones though.
It's
I do think the aftertaste is really good though.
76. You're gonna rate this significantly higher than that.
Oh yeah, for sure. For 17, 22, 42, 49, 59, 85 for me.
She says,
I just
no.
really like it. I got 85. I really liked it.
No, I'm not. No. I'll
You know,
go back and.
We're not allowed to always agree. We're allowed to not agree. We shouldn't always agree. Did you pick out a sour?
Yeah, I think number one is better. It's more citrusy, more tangy.
All right.
I like them.
So let's see. Let's talk about our last stop. Oh, last stop on the way out was Fieldwork in Berkeley. It's the first time I've ever been to Fieldwork in Berkeley. Apparently, they also have one in Corte Madera now, which I've never been to, and I didn't even know existed. So,
Which you said you've been to every single
know,
one.
I
And
lied.
Brad had to call you on it, right?
I didn't even know they had
Just
one in
like
Corte
Brad.
Madera.
Just like Brad.
I would have gone to the one in Corte Madera last time I was in Marin if I had known there was one in Corte Madera. I'm just saying.
But the one I will tell you, well, we didn't get to go inside. I have been inside the one.
I got to
in
park my
Berkeley.
bike, yeah.
It's well, and first of all, that's really
Yeah,
cool.
they did a bike
You
hooks.
walk right in, and to the left, there's a bunch of bike hooks. You can just hang your bikes, and there's like room for 10 or 12 bikes.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then it's got a really good open area that goes just directly in front of that and off to the side. It's, the way it's set up is an L shape with the bar in the middle. It's normally very open and airy.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Lots of big
You've
windows.
been there before, right?
Yeah, been there before. The way they set it up though, basically lots of outdoor seating. You didn't get to see it, but just behind where the front door is, there's this little wall of plants. Behind that is what they call the garden. There's another 4 or 5 tables, normally more tables, but about 4 or 5 tables in there as well. We sat along the side of the building. It was really nice.
It's a nice stop.
I think they've done a really good job with the COVID. They had the tables well spaced.
Yeah. Our beer waitress person was really nice. Her name was
Kat.
Her name was Kat. She was
Kat.
from Louisiana.
From Louisiana.
It's possible we'll see her at the next crawfish.
I'm gonna bet
boil,
no.
but I'm guessing not.
I'm gonna
Okay,
guess
but
not
that's-
too. But you know, if you like the crawfish boil is definitely worth it. She was super cool.
She was great. The beer was good.
Fieldwork. You'd like the
Yeah,
salad.
It's always good. I did. I like the sours. Nice coconut, like a coconut fruit punch.
Mm-hmm.
The IPA I got was good too.
You didn't like the brown.
Some sort of Armageddon. Yeah, the brown was great. Neither was the coffee espresso. Neither was the espresso stout. The
Yeah.
brown was better than the espresso stout.
I agree.
Neither one was great.
But we only had tasters of those. Fieldwork. You go to Fieldwork, you're pretty much going for IPAs, especially
you
the
go for
hazies.
IPAs and kettle sours.
Their IPA, their
Yeah.
hazy IPA I had yesterday was just great. What is it, Mo something or other? I forget.
They have like 100 names. They're different like every time.
I can't believe how many different beers they have at Fieldwork.
Well, you do have 6 facilities, so you know.
That would make a difference, yeah. So
But no, it was good. Fieldwork makes good beer. They make good beer.
I agree. They do make good beer. So
That basically it. That was our trip yesterday. Little bike trip.
we
We
did
didn't
drive by. We drove by
Oh,
just so we could
we
see
biked by the beer garden.
The beer garden.
It was
which
really cool. Though.
looks great.
We didn't want
It
to
was
drink
really
anymore
cool.
because you can't drink and bike.
And someone did have to drive home.
Drink too much.
So,
and bike.
I figured 5 beers.
Oh yeah, then on the way
Not
out, we only stopped at Rivers Inn, so I guess.
No, that's right. We got one more.
There's one more stop. We got one more
beer.
beer though, so we're good. Let's move on to number 6. It's good.
No.
Wow, that's fucking rough.
This is not fruity. This
No, it's
is
not.
citrusy. This is not tropical.
It's not very hazy tasting. That's probably true.
That's my point.
It's more of an unfiltered
Smells
IPA.
like it though.
It smells, but the flavors are not tropicals and not.
I don't agree.
Okay, then what flavor are you getting?
I get
that's
citrus.
Tropical.
I
I
citrus
get a
is the
little
only thing I get.
citrus,
I get
but not a
citrus.
The
lot.
very end is all citrus.
I don't know. I'm getting more pine at the front.
Yeah, it's pine in the front. It's a lot
But
of.
that's not
it's
what I
almost
want
like
in my
rind,
hazies.
like the citrus rind in the back.
Okay,
It's
I would
not
agree with
really
that
straight
because
up
it is.
orange juice.
You're right. It's not the juice; it's the tartness. Yeah, but again, for my hazies,
Nothing.
I want fruit, right? I want tropicals, I want orange, I want grapefruit, I want passion fruit, I want guava, I want mango. That's what I'm looking for in my hazies. This is not it.
All right, I got 78 on this one. I went 23, 16, 24. I think it's pretty drinkable.
15.
It was, however, my least favorite hazy of the entire
36,
pile, though. So
61.
there's that.
77. Well, it appears we disagree. So just so you know, I went back and
I
adjusted
78,
the
78,
scores.
77. The only one we disagreed on was 4.
I went back and adjusted the scores on number 1 upward a little bit because I thought as we're rating them, it was better than a couple. So it actually becomes.
Well, we actually ended up pretty close. Right? Number 1 was still number 4.
Yep, beer number 4 is our best
Who was
beer.
your number 2? My number 2 was actually beer number 5.
It's a tie. I've got beer number 1 and beer number 3.
Yeah, those are. Oh, beer number 3. Oh, I didn't like beer number 3.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, math that
I did.
one.
I got 78 and 78 on 1 and 3.
Yeah, 76.
It's for me today is a big jump off. You've got
4 was clearly the best beer.
4 was clearly the best beer. After that, I thought it was a pretty steep drop off.
Yeah, I went 4 then 5. I think they were both pretty good. So yeah, whatever. All right, so let's see.
My
Last
least
stop.
favorite beer was beer number 2.
All right, so we're gonna get the cans in a second, but our last stop is a quick hop into Rivers Inn Brewing in Livermore.
Brand new brewery.
Never been there.
They were supposed to open in February.
They don't give a shit about your COVID restrictions.
No, not really. Indoor seating at the bar.
No,
but
no card on the ticket.
no food, which we didn't have a problem with.
They did have a bunch of outdoor seating. No,
The
that
outdoor
was spaced nicely.
seating was,
though.
I agree. The
It was
outdoor
actually
seating was
spaced
set up great with a couple
Yeah.
of fire pits. They did have a food truck thing there. Unfortunately, we each got a different beer. I wish I could have taken a picture of my hazy IPA because it was
Where we at?
not something that if you looked at in a glass, you would, I think, want to drink. It was
3.
and if it was in front of us today, Corey, I'm certain on appearance it would be less than a 5. Oh man, what the hell?
Right there.
It's like, but it's got 2.
Yeah. I took a picture, but it was dark, so it wasn't a great. It wasn't a great photo for sure.
Keep going. Keep going.
There we go.
A little more. No, that one. A little more. Oh, there you go.
All right, so that was
Here we are.
so that was our trip yesterday. So
I'm
completed
still
round 2
hopeful that Rivers End can have some potential, but I don't want to judge a brewery on 2 beers. But
2 beers open during a pandemic. It's in a weird spot because, like, location-wise,
Alvarados together.
it's kind of very.
I didn't realize that's what they
It's kind of tucked back so they could do some things back there. But
Correct.
in Livermore breweries, like, there's a few different examples. Like we talked about this last night. There's the really, really beautiful indoor ones. Shadow Puppet comes to mind.
oh yes,
There's the ones that you can tell are kind of just sort of a warehouse space where they brew and then they set up a bar and they set up tables like that. They're still very homey feeling. They're nice. Still like 8 Bridges is basically that. Altamont was kind of used to just be a bar and now it's just like a bigger bar.
yeah. It's got like a steel techie.
But it doesn't feel
Sticky.
It doesn't feel as welcoming to me. Altamont doesn't as Shadow
I would
Puppet does. There's
agree
less
with you.
booths. There's less encouraged sitting.
It's
to
less
me. It's more
homey.
bar.
Yes, it is very, very. Cold is not the right word, but it's very antiseptic. How's that?
I
It's
think
very
it varies.
antiseptic.
I think
But
it varies.
I love Altamont for its because the air it's huge, it's way open, lots of light, lots of clean metal surfaces, so it feels.
I think it's a nice spot. I don't
But
think it encourages gathering of
overall
friends as much as
interior,
like
Shadow
Shadow
Puppet by
does.
far.
Yeah.
The wood, the interior, the setup. You can see the brewery. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So.
She thinks someone's here because she didn't go today.
But yeah, I would agree with you that Rivers End.
It's got some shit.
It's kind of tucked way in the back of the little business park
It
that
looks
it's
very
in.
small from the
It-
pictures.
It's
I've
pretty
seen.
small.
I would say, yeah, but
It's
it had,
standard
it
bar.
had
They didn't really
5
do the
seats at the
inside at all.
bar and about 2 tables inside, but they basically took the whole parking lot over, so they had a fair amount of outdoor seating. So.
Yes, that was good.
So,
It wasn't the worst though. I mean, it wasn't like the worst I've ever had. You're right. The hazy wasn't good. It was.
well,
it was
they
bad.
the problem is they've got a lot of competition, like you said, a lot of competition not only with good beer but
Yeah.
good atmosphere.
And then the beer I got was their seasonal ale, which I'm a little disappointed because the beer tender couldn't tell me what the hell that is.
Right. We got a seasonal ale, and he's like, "What is it?" He's like, "I don't know."
Yeah.
I thought it was a nut brown.
I was expecting a winter warmer, or maybe like a spiced stout of some kind.
Right. Yep.
Or not. I guess it couldn't have been a spiced stout, right? Because it's a winter, because it's an ale. But
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
that's. I mean, I guess that's true,
But the winter warmer is an ale, so that would work. Or like maybe an amber, but it tasted a little more like a nut brown, so we're not really sure.
We're not really sure.
All right, let's talk about today's beers, I guess.
That's true. Let's move on.
Move
so
on.
beer number one
LIC
is Party Crasher India Pale Ale, 5.5% from LIC Beer Project, which is in Queens, New York. I've never actually even heard of this place.
Really, it's actually big. We bought some last time we were out there with Amber.
In New York?
No, last time we were in City Beer Store. When we bought the Heady Topper, we also bought some LIC.
Yeah, so I love the can art.
It is really,
Forest
really
thing.
vibrant. It's really
Pretty
vibrant.
cool. Pretty cool.
Plus, that dude looks like he'll fuck up a party.
Well, yeah.
Don't invite bulls to your party, man.
Well, it is a party crasher.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's how that works, yeah. I don't know anything about the brewery. Corey, do you?
I don't really know anything about the brewery at all, actually. I just know that they're reasonably famous. They're pretty well known in the beer industry. Yeah, they're kind of a big name. They're just not
Maybe
like
we should make a
huge
trip to New
name.
York, visit some breweries.
Yeah,
That'd be
Amber's
fun.
in, I'm sure.
Denise loved New York. There's just getting there.
All right,
no
well,
problem.
yeah, sorry guys, not a whole lot to talk
Not
about.
a whole lot to talk about with LIC. Beer number two, and by the way, I upgraded a little bit. It got a 78 for me, which is
I got 81.
Beer number two, Fingers of Gold, which they call a murky IPA.
Yeah, they call their hazies murky, much
Pure
like
Brewing,
Humboldt calls them,
which
Rocky.
is
in San Diego.
San Diego.
Yeah.
And it just says, for those who believe that quality ingredients and attention to detail matter from grain to glass. That's what this says. 6.5% alcohol by volume. Doesn't mention the hops, so I don't know what's in it. That's all it says.
Okay, so Pure's a good little brewery out in San Diego. They've got a couple of locations. If I recall correctly, we've been to one. We've tasted them on the show before, actually. We might have tasted them last
I think
week.
we have, yeah. That was last week.
We tasted them before that, too, I think. But they're good. They're a good brewery. If you're in San Diego, they make my list of top 5 breweries you should probably stop at if you're doing a little beer.
I've never been there.
It's very nice. It's not near the beach, though. It's kind of in one of the other areas. They're really good. They're mostly known for their hazies, or in this case, murkies.
Murky.
Sort of
Why
their
do they
thing.
call it murky?
I don't know. Why does Humble Sea call it a foggy?
It's an unfiltered type of thing.
Because they're on the ocean and they get fog on a regular basis?
They're in San Diego. Maybe it's
Murky.
not clear.
The water's murky?
I don't know, man.
Is the ocean murky? Maybe that's what it is.
Why you be harassing
Maybe
people?
that's what it is. I don't know.
So tight.
Beer number 3. Now, see, this is... Do you call it Society? Because I see Societe.
I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Society.
And I don't know the answer to that. We're going to have to ask those people. But they call it SBC in San Diego. This one says Beer for the People, World of Wonders IPA. 6.7% alcohol. Fruity, juicy, snappy is what it says. I don't know.
I don't recall
Nothing
it being
else?
fruity or juicy, personally.
It was...
This is the West Coast one. This is the
Yes,
non-hazy.
this is the
I would not
non-hazy.
call it fruity or juicy.
I wouldn't have called it fruity or juicy. It was more, but again, that doesn't say what the hops are, so I just can't say for sure what they intended. It always helps to have the hops. Oh wait, nope,
No?
not on there. I thought maybe.
So
but
I've not been to Society or Societe or Society or SBC.
Hey, Andrew.
I've not been to SBC, so I don't know anything about the brewery. We did not make it there on our San Diego trip. Maybe we'll put it on our list for this 2021 San Diego trip.
yes, we're doing a 2021 San
It
Diego
seems
trip.
likely that whatever vacation we want to go on next year is going to require us to drive there because
in the first
everything
3 or 4
involving
months.
flying or cruising feels like it takes way more than 2 or 3 months worth of preparation to really get it right.
Pretty much.
So we'll probably go to San Diego because we can drive there. People in San Diego don't give a shit about the COVID, as it turns out. So Denise will be really uncomfortable the whole time. So that'll work out.
Yep.
We made a few friends too.
We've made some friends. It'll be fun. So I got nothing on that one. Sorry, I thought it
Yeah,
was fun.
no, it was actually number 3. It was
my least favorite beer of the
tied
day,
for
but
my
okay.
second favorite beer of the day.
Yeah.
Beer number 4, and the winner of the day,
I know. What is this from?
Particle Physics Pale Ale,
Oh, from Equillibrium.
Yep.
Equillibrium Brewing in Middleton, New York, or Middletown, and it says "Think New York, Drink New York" is the hashtag.
It's good. That's all I know.
I happen to agree. It is good. It says "Drink Fresh" and it doesn't have a date on it, so there it is, November 3. That's quite frankly to get here from New York.
It's pretty fresh.
That's pretty fresh.
No mention of the hops or anything on this bad boy?
Not that I saw.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That is Middletown, though.
It's Middleton.
Help us ensure. What literally is TOWM though?
I know.
You know.
So it's Middletown.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, no, to stay with the hops, this is good though. I've never been here. So funny side story. When I was ordering my mystery box from Societe Beer Store, they had an Equillibrium box that you could order.
Ooh.
So I was gonna order that, but it was sold out. That was my first option, was to do an all Equillibrium box because I figured that would be fun, but they were sold out, so we ended up with the mixed box.
Well, then I think we should try that, considering it's our beer of the day.
It was out. They
We can
didn't
get
have it,
another
so
one.
we didn't do it. So.
By the way, shout out to Andrew.
Shout out Andrew, what's up? We're still trying to find that beer for you. We have not ended up. We're trying to find you seasonals, right? Like winter
Seasonals,
warmer,
yeah.
spice stouts.
Not having much luck.
I didn't see anything at Fieldwork yesterday.
No. Mm-mm.
I think
Or a
probably-
novel.
Yeah, or a novel.
They
Actually,
should start coming out this
Should be
next
coming out
month.
pretty soon. Yeah,
Yep.
we'll probably end up with some Alameda ones for you because our next bike ride's going to be
Yeah.
Berkeley to Alameda. No, not Alameda Island.
And look, I'm just-
like
I'm-
Almanac.
That's
Yeah,
Alameda
she
Island.
loves Almanac. No, Alameda Island's an actual brewery though.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the one
She
I
doesn't
don't
like
Oh,
Alameda.
you don't like
Island.
Alverado Island?
It tastes dirty.
Well, no, but that's because that is a West Coast IPA. West Coast IPAs are earthy. They're piney. So I think actually Alameda
Amber
makes,
says dirt,
Dirt.
apparently.
makes some decent beer. Well, no, the earthy is dirt. But I don't sleep on Alameda Island. They make some good beers. It's also a great facility if you haven't been there. Dude's got all his Star Wars gear up.
I've never been there. I've never been there. We're gonna do the Alameda tour.
I'm not doing the Bay Bridge if it's raining. I'm just saying that.
No, we're gonna Alameda tour. We're gonna go to Alameda. We're gonna go to Almanac. We'll go to Factional. We'll go to Alameda Island.
This one is called Give Thanks.
Then we'll leave our bikes at the bike shop.
That works out. Yeah, I need to get my bike tuned up. Give Thanks from Alverado Street with a cornucopia of hops, malt, and yeast. 8%. So, frankly, Your
I
Honor,
don't taste the 8 on this.
this is a double.
I don't
And
taste the
I
eight
don't
on this
taste
at
the 8 on this
I
at
just
all.
finished mine.
You are
It's really
correct.
good.
This is from
girl,
Almanac
you're number
in
2.
Salinas.
Somebody saucy today.
And it's the can artwork. Hey, they're giving credit, and I think we should too. Can artwork is called Freedom from Want by Norman Rockwell.
Nice.
It's very much a Rockwell.
It's
I
got a
think the
turkey
can
on
art
it.
is gorgeous.
It's
It does
seasonal.
have a turkey. It's got Mom or Nana in her, apron. Which, can you explain to me the clear apron? Like, what does the clear apron do? That's really not helping. You
That's
know
a
what I mean?
white apron.
It's yeah,
I can see the blue blouse through the white apron.
or
That's
it's
why-
gray.
that's why
To be
come in for
fair,
the hard cuts,
white
guys.
is typically see-through.
So-
That's why they make
Hey,
wet
talk
t-shirt
about our last beer too, real quick, Shane.
Well,
Same brewery.
oh!
They-
Double it up. Alverado Street Super Jacked India Pale Ale, 7%, the Flexecutioner. That's a
I like the name.
I like that
I like the name.
And the artwork. And again, Super Jacked.
It's not good to the gym be super jacked.
Not a whole lot of information on it. This one was also from Salinas, I guess, unless that's
No, Salinas is fine. Okay, so Almanac or Alvarado.
Alvarado.
They have 3 locations. I've been to 2. You've been to 2. We've
I've
been to
been
the
to 2.
Carmel one. It's the tap room.
Yes.
That's beautiful. It's a beautiful tap room.
Oh, loved that.
Their primary spot, their original spot, I believe, is in Monterey in downtown. They've got a nice beer garden in the back there. They've got a full restaurant. It's pretty nice. It's walkable from Dust Bowl and Fieldwork in case you want to do a little brew hop.
Which Dust Bowl, by the way, I also love that facility. It was gorgeous.
It's a nice facility, Dust Bowl. Yeah. I mean, Fieldworks is nice there too. It's just outside.
It is. No, yeah.
Shipping
No.
containers.
It was all
It's nice.
really good.
And then they have another facility in Salinas, which unfortunately is not open on the weekends because if it were open,
We'd have gone.
driven there because we were driving
I
by
don't
on our
understand
way down south last.
a brewery not
maybe
being
it's just not
open
open
on
on
weekends.
No, it wasn't open on Saturday either because we would have driven home to hit it.
Yeah, I don't understand.
It's just not open on weekends, but maybe that's where they do their actual brewing. If they say
It could be.
Salinas,
They both say Salinas, yes.
so maybe that's where they do most of their brewing.
It could be.
It's good though. Alvarado, generally speaking, makes pretty good beers. Their selections tend to be more IPAs, more
They
hazies.
do really good sours.
Their sours can be good as well. I am not as impressed with them as Amber is, but
I like
I think they're good. I think
Alvarado,
good beer,
but
but
I like Fieldwork more.
yeah, I like Fieldwork more in the area as far as those 2 locations there. If you're gonna go all the way to like a Monterey area, I think Humble Seas probably makes better beer over in
And yeah,
Santa
let's
Cruz.
just name and talk about the Humble Seas. Not even like it's-
Like, I think
these
they
are
make
good breweries,
beer.
and then you got Humble Seas.
I think they make good beer, but
They
it's
do.
not like it's some of it's really good beer, and this
Yes.
is just like really marginal beer.
I don't think it's unfair to say that regularly about most breweries.
That's
but,
probably fair. That's probably fair.
Humble Sea just when you get a Humble Sea that's up there, you're like you're
so
in.
good. Yeah, it's so
I'm thinking we could rate
All right, give us
some
a sour.
Humble Seas
So
95
Sonic
plus.
the Hedgehog. I
Right.
drank that the other day.
Yes.
That was all.
So they
And I
were not.
think-
They were not. Equillibrium Beer Store was not out of their Humble Sea pack. So Amber got the Humble Sea pack.
I think Andrew has come up with an idea for a January show.
I like it. What is it?
He wants to know our top 5. So
Top 5 what?
because just our Beersplaining top 5. So what I'm thinking is
Breweries or beer?
I think because this is for me. I have to go back and we actually supposed to do a spreadsheet to rate all of our beers. And what we could do is do for January, because there's no really, issues or things, and you get so many IPAs, get the top.
You have to do breweries because you're not going to get the same beer because they cycle through them.
No, but you could get you could get your what I'm thinking he's talking about is, can we get the top, what is your flagship IPA? So we can get the top few, basically is what I'm looking at. Here's what I'm looking at.
Or breweries.
We'd have to, I don't know if you could do breweries.
Well, because if you look at it, is like take your Alverado. How often
What's the name of the pure beer?
do you see the same beer from Alverado over and over?
No, but what I'm saying is, but they
He's
have
trying to
their
tell you what he
flagship.
wants. Just ask
No,
him
he's
what
like
He
our
says
top
a
six.
six-pack.
So because what I'm thinking we could do is this.
I think
If
he
we do-
I think he just wants to hear them. He doesn't want us to have us retaste them. He just wants
Right.
to know what our
But
top ones
how?
are.
But how can
don't
we
have to
say
find
what?
them?
How can we say what the
I
top
think
ones
you
are?
do.
We wrote them down. We can just
I
be like,
think
these
you
are the best
do
rated beers.
Your 6 top breweries for hazies. Your 6 top breweries for West Coast.
But
6 top for sours.
You're wanting to retaste them in its own show with the
can't
top 6,
do
but it
that.
depends on what
but
the
I
top
think you
6
can,
are.
because
I
if you
feel
get
like
the flagship IPA from
But how many flagships have you guys truly tried?
But that would be the point.
Altamont, yes.
To go back through some of these breweries and see if we can
oh,
regularly
he's
get
saying
those
for New
breweries.
Year's the top for 2020.
Yeah,
Oh, just the
I don't
straight-
think he
you
cares
can't
about the
do that.
retasting, you guys. He just wants us to tell. He just wants us to tell him.
Right, but but the problem
have
is
to go back
we've-
through. We get stuff to talk about. These were the best ratings we have. We have them all recorded.
Right, but we've rated them against each other as opposed to overall.
Right, so it
could be
depends on what
something
they
that got
are.
a
I think it's-
92 could get an 85.
I think you do
What I
your
was thinking
top
was to do a
6
playoff.
breweries.
You would need to count the same beer sometimes. Like it's just
You
hard to do.
can't get
Which
the
I know
same
you do.
beer.
I'm just
I don't think
saying.
you can do it.
Like
I
I
thought
can't
that's
find
it.
Sonic the Hedgehog again because it's out of their
I think you could,
circuit now. Well, I mean it's a fairly new one, so I probably could.
potentially.
But
We'd have
it's-
to see.
It's fine.
Typically,
But
out
you're-
of the
you know what?
circuit.
And what day is New
Why-
Year's this year?
I don't know. While it's true that we rate against each other, using that as a thing, the truth is our ratings tend to be fairly static throughout. Like we rate
I
a
would
lot
agree.
the same. If
It would
somebody,
just be 12 beers then.
I mean, the worst case scenario, like the worst case scenario, we just say these are all the beers we've ever rated above a 90, for example. Like, and just
There you
sort of
go.
list those
There you
off.
go.
These are the beers we've had above a 90 during our tasting experience.
That would make sense. But my thought
Or
process
the winner,
was
we
could
say
go
what the winner each
through-
week
Ooh, it's a
was.
Friday.
We could go through and do not just on one night, but do like a plat. Do
So we're keeping
4
on the
IPAs on week 1, 4 IPAs on week 2, 4 IPAs on week 3, 4 IPAs on week 4.
Are we gonna
the
do,
top
like-
4?
Are they
go
going
to
to
the
battle
finals.
each other?
Yes.
Yeah.
The top
bracket.
4, right? That's
That'd
what
be
I'm talking
awesome.
about.
Beer-
you do 4, 4,
beer
4, 4
madness.
to get your top beer of every show.
Look, if we're gonna do a bracket, you have to do it in
March. I'm
I
gonna say,
agree.
as soon as I said bracket, I'm like, you know what? It has to happen in March.
Fine. We can find 64 beers and just do one-on-ones on them. It's totally fine.
Beersplaining
March-
recap 2020 with top 6
Yes.
beers of the year.
That's fine. We can do that.
We
A
should- and
plaque,
we
an
should totally-
award. You should be able to pull this off. What's the best beers
I
you've
have
had
no.
for
I
2020?
have. I don't
That you
disagree.
guys can
And why
do.
can't we do that on Friday? Friday night?
You can. You just won't be able to retry the beers
No.
because
We do an awards show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a recap
Best of
award show.
2020.
Great idea.
Okay,
Great
great.
idea, Andrew.
with some
Good idea.
beer.
Let's try it. Okay, so
Now we're on to the sour.
we're gonna
of the
move on to
week.
this week's Sour of the Week. I don't know how long we've been going, 45 minutes, so we're actually only a little over what I was hoping for.
Well, we spent 5 minutes on that, but you know, we also had 6 beers. If we have 2 less beers, we make it in your time.
We're tight. We want 30 minutes. We want 30 minutes. So let's talk about this week's Sour of the Week. We don't know what it is. It's red in color.
It smells really good. It smells really good.
It does smell good.
It's got some raspberry, I think.
My nose, let me work my nose here. Come on, nose. I don't know, my nose is broken. It's not smelling very well in here.
Okay, so it's got a decent flavor, but not a big, huge. I'm not a big sour guy. Kettle sour's a little on the sweeter side. I prefer that. This is going to be, I think, for people who like sours, traditional sours, not liking this because it's got a lighter finish
I
than
think this probably
most
is a
people
kettle
want.
sour, actually.
So that's just what I'm getting out of
Yeah,
this.
I think it's a kettle. I don't think it's
Do you
a
know the
kettle sour.
flavors?
I'm getting berries out of it for sure.
I think it's a raspberry and lemon.
See, my problem is like,
It might
I
be
also
like
want to say like pomegranate
razzmatazz
because
or
of the
something like
color, but nope.
I think it's probably right. I think it's really good.
Cherry? I get
It
some
could be
cherry.
the cherry lemonade one. There's definitely lemon. There's definitely lemon.
I'm getting cherry. I don't know.
It's
Do you
definitely
guys
lemon.
want to know?
We do well. We would
Hold
like
on,
to.
hold on,
know.
hold on. Don't tell us yet, so we can talk about it until we say it's good. I think it's really good. It's very refreshing. It's kind of like an alcoholic lemonade to me.
Yeah, and that's what my I like it, but I'm also not a huge sour guy. If I were a sour guy, I would think that a lot of people wouldn't like it because you get a burst of flavor up front, but nothing on the finish.
Yeah, that's
it's
fair.
very, very light on the finish, whereas sours normally like slap you for a good 3 or 4 seconds after you've drank it. So that's the only thing I would say about this is a negative. And it's not a negative for me because actually that's the part of sours I don't like.
This would be good with champagne added to
It's
it.
very drinkable, like
I
very.
don't even think you
approachable.
need to add champagne to it. It tastes like it kind of is champagne.
It's very approachable. This is a very approachable sour. This is like sort of like a early level sour because it's.
Yes, I was to
it's
say
just
entry
like
level
a
sour.
tasty
This is where you go.
lemonade. Yeah, this is really good.
Because
Okay,
you get the pucker,
what do we got?
but not that, overpowering.
good.
I agree.
I think there's definitely lemonade. It might be the raspberry or cherry.
So now we just have to find a time on
Probably
Friday
just like
night that makes
cranberry.
sense.
All right. Oh, I was so
Oh!
close. I was so close. No wonder I like
Raspberry.
this.
Didn't I say raspberry?
You did.
you
So
both
this is Razzle Dazzle, a raspberry key lime sour from Original Pattern Brewing in
Yes.
Oakland. Now that I know it's key lime, you can
As
tell
soon as you
it's
said
key
that,
lime.
I'm
Well,
like,
you
yeah,
said lemon,
I get
so
it.
you were close.
I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, this is great. Honestly, I actually really like this beer.
I do too. I do too. And we like original pattern.
Their sours can be good. They're hit and miss sometimes. I think.
I think we could say that a lot with original pattern is that
Yeah,
they'll make a
that's
beer that's really, really good, and then you're like, yeah, I don't really want to have that beer anymore.
I
Which
really
is-
like the can, by the way. It's very pretty.
All their cans are sort of similar though. Color wise, it's great. Yeah, the greenish color is really nice.
They pretty much do that. So you can see the original pattern brewing company, OBP.
Oh, yeah.
PDC.
Yeah. It's good. I think it's good. So shout out to Original Pattern. It's a good sour.
We
Very
love that
refreshing.
brewery. We love
Summer-
that place.
It'd be great in summer. It's 40 degrees outside. So
I agree. I agree.
Warning, warning, warning. This
Hey, my
can
brother's here.
may explode.
Hi, Shane's brother.
If-
Hi, Jason. How
All
you
right.
doing?
I think that's probably it. Want to wrap it up?
I think that's it for today.
Brother John?
Thanks
Yeah,
for coming.
thanks for joining us at the very
us.
end. Sorry, Jason.
Upcoming shows, we will have.
The same thing we keep
Belching
saying we're
Beaver.
gonna have. So who fucking knows?
Next is Belching Beaver, right?
Okay,
Next is Belching Beaver.
All right, next weekend we're doing Belching Beaver's 20 or whatever. They do an anniversary pack we bought.
Right.
Came with
A
6
vertical?
beers. No, it came with 6 beers. They're in the
Okay.
fridge when we grab, but it's like two barley wines. It's gonna be heavy.
And then the weekend after that is either going to be Anchor or
Anchor or barrel aged.
barrel aged. The weekend after that, which
No,
is the
barrel aged is every
19th.
week. Yeah. Barrel aged week is kind of like infrastructure week, guys. It's
It's-
always next week.
It's going to happen. The 19th, however, is going to be our live
Heretic.
show.
That's Heretic.
That's
Live.
Heretic. We'll do the live show at the brewery. And then
That's a Saturday, though, so we'll probably
That's
still drink
December
on Sunday.
19th? Why is
Yes.
it?
Yes.
It's not on the calendar.
It's on mine.
So
Corey,
we
you got to
hope
share it
We
with
hope
me.
you tune in and enjoy that. It's on mine too. We hope you tune in and watch that show because we're looking forward to meeting those guys and visiting the brewery.
We are.
Because we
And
didn't
having
get to
some
the
food.
last time. And having some food, yes.
That's it. That's it.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for
Thank you
coming.
joining us. See you next time.
Have a good
Cheers.
night, everyone. Cheers, everyone. Cheers.